Hey guys, welcome again to my channel. My name is Olunaike-Talabi. On this channel, we call me Oluwadara OT. Thank you again for stopping by on this video if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're new here, thank you so much for watching, for coming on this channel, just clicking on this video. Thank you so much. I've been gone for a long while, and this is like an update video where I'm going to be sharing everything that has been happening in my life in the past couple of months. I would say about 8 to 1 year. I've not been here at all. I've not been creating content at all. I've not even been on my IG page, and I know a lot of people have sent me messages, especially on my IG page, Jackpot UK, asking me what's been going on with me, what have I been up to, why have I not been saying anything. All of that is going to be why I'm making this video today. Yeah, so a couple of things that happened in my life in the last 12 months, I would say. But I'll start with the most obvious, which is my PhD. If you have been following the channel for a while, you will know by now that I'm a PhD student. I'm currently in my third year, and honestly, I'm past major milestones. And right now, I'm just about gathering my data. I'm in the field gathering data and just trying to write my thesis. I do hope that I'll be able to get my data sorted in the next 3 to 4 months, and then I can jump right into writing my thesis again. I've been submitting a lot of writings here and there that will still be a part of my thesis. So when I start to write, it wouldn't be too much of a work to do. So right now, like I said before, I'm just trying to gather my data, analyze them, and then jump right into thesis writing. That's how far PhD has been. Again, it's my third year, and I'm having a very great time doing the PhD. To be very fair, there had been a couple of times I've had down moments when I've been wanting to just stop the whole program and just figure out something else in my life. It's been very hectic, I must say, very, very hectic. But because the PhD is a self-funded one, number one, and also because the PhD is a program where it is self-led. You're the one who control how the whole project goes. It's kind of not too overwhelming. Sometimes when I feel like this is just too much for me, I just take a long break, and then when I feel like I have energy to go on, I go back to it. So it's just been a roller coaster of emotions. Sometimes I'm very hyped about the work, sometimes I just feel so down, sometimes I'm stressed out, sometimes I feel like I'm on top of the game. But all in all, my first supervisor, who by the way is also in Nigeria, has been very helpful. And yeah, I've just been going at my own pace, and I just hope that I'll be able to finish in record time, which by the way, I have just about 1.5 years left as far as this page is concerned. So yeah, I started my third year a couple of months ago, and I've met all my other milestones up until this moment, and I'm just hoping that I'll go on a faster pace for the remaining part of the journey. And that's on PhD. So yeah, we're going well. I know a lot of people have asked me how is your PhD, how a lot of questions on PhD that I will have to address in a separate video. I know a lot of master's students who have finished their LLM, masters in law, who want to see if they can find opportunities in PhD, especially with scholarships and all of that. I'll come to that in a separate video. And yeah, I will drop hints and tips and all the good stuff that can help you get on a PhD. So that's on PhD. Now the second most obvious update right now is that I am currently pregnant. I am about 36 weeks pregnant today, and I mean 36 weeks and a few days. And yeah, I mean that's already 9 months, so it means that I'm just towards the end of the pregnancy. Just once it's 37 weeks, it's almost like a waiting game. So yeah, I'm pregnant, and I'm pregnant with my second child. I do have a son who is 4 at the moment. I'll be 5 soon. And the whole pregnancy journey has been another ball game entirely, because it's been a while I've been pregnant. I was last pregnant about 5 years ago, and I was pregnant back in Nigeria. I gave birth to my son back in Nigeria. And this pregnancy is being in the UK, the whole process, the whole hospital runs, it's just a whole, like, there are two different pregnancies. All of the months and weeks that have led to this day I'll say that the two pregnancies, if I'm trying to compare my son's pregnancy and this one, is almost the same. I'm one woman who God has blessed. When I'm pregnant, I'm not nauseous, I don't vomit, I don't spit, I'm not tired, I'm able to do all the things that I would normally do, I'm able to hit all the things I would normally hit. So the pregnancy in itself is not the problem, because I've been doing everything I would normally do. I've eaten everything I would normally eat, and I'm just fine. But I'll say that in terms of when I was pregnant with my son and back in Nigeria now, there are a lot of differences, especially with the hospital care and all of it that I'm getting, which I hope that I'll be able to share in a separate video later. Also, I know that by the time you will see this video, I'll have given birth, because this video will only go up after I give birth. So yes, I would already have my baby, and you already know by now anyway that I had a baby. So I'm very excited about the pregnancy. I've had more than 6 scans, so I know the sex of the child. I'm very, very, grateful to God who has made it possible. Adjusting with the pregnancy and my PhD going on in that, been a bit tough. But again, especially because my son also started school not too long ago. He started school officially in September, although he's been to nursery before then anyway. But school runs is a lot different from nursery runs, because when he was at the nursery, I could take days off and not be bothered about him going to the nursery, and nothing will happen. But once he started school, I needed to make sure that he was in school every day, and school resumes at 8:50 and closes at 3:20. So school runs on its own, plus the pregnancy, plus my PhD going on, and I was still working my part-time job. Has not been easy, I must say. But then again, they say women wear a lot of hats. Have been doing it graciously, and I'm happy that I have a partner that is also very helpful. In that regard, we are doing well. So yeah, second life update is that I'm pregnant at the moment, and I have just a few more weeks to go. And talking about pregnancy also, in which I'll come back to this again in the separate video, I was diagnosed of gestational diabetes. I have blood sugar issues in pregnancy. So that's another ball game entirely, because that has now given me another situation to deal with. So I'm on a strict lifestyle regimen, eating habits and all of those things, exercise and the rest of it. What is another video again on all of that? What I've had to do, I've been able to manage it. I'm just thankful to God that it was dictated early enough, and then adjusting to the new lifestyle of eating this, not eating that, cutting out this, cutting out that, has not been as stressful as I thought it was going to be. And I've been able to kind of control the sugar in a way that I'm still good at the moment, and I hope it stays like that until the end of this journey. Again, I'll do a separate video. I'll explain all of that juicy part of this program, because I'm not even gonna lie, that's been the most stressful part of the pregnancy for me, watching what I eat, the content I do. And again, I was given this blood sugar testing kit where I have to prick myself 4 times in a day. Guys, that is not even funny. But yeah, so far so good. That's been going well. Yes, and so speaking about the PhD bit, I also wanted to say that a couple of times I've had the imposter syndrome, when you feel like you're not doing the right, you are not capable of doing what you're doing. And it's been a lot of struggle, I must say. It's been a lot of struggle. But I'm happy that, I'm making a lot of progress, and the page itself is coming to a good point where I can say, you know what, I'm going to be done soon. I feel I've met all my milestones up until now. I'm at a good point at the moment, and because of course I'm currently pregnant and will be delivering soon, I've been given the option to have a bit of break for myself if I do want it, which I think might also be very helpful for me as the baby arrives, and I might be taking that help. But also, I'm just trying to weigh my options, because I also don't want to go on a break and then by the time I'm coming back, it feels like I'm just starting afresh. Because sometimes when you leave your work for too long and you come back to it, you might just really be struggling with it. But I know also that when you leave your work for a while and then you come back to it, it might give you like a fresh insight. You use like a fresh eyes to look at it. So it could work both ways, and I'm hoping that I can use the opportunity well. However that goes anyway, I'm definitely going to let you know whether I did get a break eventually, or whether I just decided to go on with it without having any form of break. I've spoken to my supervisor and she has asked if I'm willing to take a break. At the moment, I told her I don't want to take any break for now, but that might not, be the case eventually. Or whether when the baby comes, I might want to take the break. All of that again is dependent on a lot of factors. But for now, I've told her I'm not taking the break, and I hope it remains like that so that I can finish up quickly and just be out of the program. There are so many things I have planned out for my 2024, and I really know that finishing that PhD quicker would make some other things, work better for me. Yeah, and my number 3 update, which is the last update on this video, would be the vitiligo tendencies that I'm beginning to have. I don't know if you can see my lips very well, but it feels like I have my lips, the melanin on my lips are gone, or they are going. Everywhere is so pink that it feels like, I had gone to do a surgery of pink lips or something like that. I don't even know if there's anything like that. But yeah, I do think that I have vitiligo at the moment. There's also a part of my hand that has been peeling, kind of. Yeah. So I've not gotten an official diagnosis that it's vitiligo, but that's the conclusion I've gotten from all the research I've done. I believe around February of 2022, I had a terrible cold and then I used that medication. When I used it, I realized that my lips begin to hitch on the two edges. Two things came to mind. As a Naija babe, I thought it was malaria. You know how we have this assumption that once you want to have malaria, some things will just begin to show on your lips here. That was what I thought it was. But I realized nothing came out. It was just hitchy for a while. And after then, the itchiness stopped. I spoke to a couple of doctors who were like family members just to tell them what I was feeling, and they just thought, oh, they didn't know what it was. Maybe I was reacting to the medication or something like that. And we concluded that it was just the medication, I should not use it. And then again, sometimes in October or so of 2022 again, I think I had another cold and I used that medication again, because somehow I kind of just forgot the whole February incidents. And after using that medication again, I had the itchiness. So I just concluded that definitely that medication is a problem. Maybe we had gotten fakes off the pharmacy we got it from back in Nigeria or something. So that was just my conclusion. But I realized that after then, it stopped itching. I don't feel any itchiness, but my lips gradually started to take the pink color. The pigmentation just, was just going away little by little. And right now, it feels like I have a pink lips that are done. I didn't do my lips well. That's just what it is. In the cameras, they look a bit pretty, but in real life, they're not that pretty. I'm just saying. But, I know a couple of people who have seen me. They're like, oh, and then they ask me, what's the problem with my lips? Blah, blah, blah. I've tried to explain. Sometimes when I'm just tired of explaining, once I need to step out, I just get a lipstick, red or whatever, purple, whatever lipstick I get, I just put it. Even when I don't wear no makeup, I rarely wear makeups. But when I'm going out, I try to do my lips just so that nobody asks me any question. Because if you put a red lipstick on this, that's it. If it's a purple lipstick, you're done. So yeah, I can't officially say it is vitiligo because I've not gotten an official, doctor's diagnosis on that. But from all my research, what I've read online, Google, it all shows that I might actually be losing some of my pigmentation on my lips. For now, I don't know what to do about it. And honestly, I've not really been trying to stress myself on it because 2023 came and I became pregnant, and now we're in 2024. I just want to, live my life. When I do have enough time on my hands, though, I intend to, reach the doctors through the NHS and see if there's anything that can be done, at least to stop the pigmentation from just peeling off and then my lips become altogether pink, or for it to start appearing somewhere else on my body. Because for as of right now, it's just my lips and then just a bit of my finger here, nowhere else. It's not appearing anywhere else. And I just hope it stays like that, because honestly, I've read stories of people who had gone through this, and I know how this can tamper with your esteem and your confidence and all of that, especially because I'm a woman. But at the end of the day, for now, I'm just not even bothered about it. I just want this baby to come out, finish up my PhD, get on a career, and just start making some big fat money in this country. That's all that is on my head for now. I'm hopeful that it doesn't go worse than this. And even if it does go worse than this, I just hope it doesn't give me any discomfort, because honestly, I know that the colors are changing every waking day, but I don't feel no pain. So no itchiness, no pain, nothing at all. So I'm just grateful that I mean whatever is happening is happening. Also, I've read from all of my research that there's really no cure for it. So honestly, I think that's even one of the reasons why I've not actually seen any medical practitioner because of this. Because I'm like, even if I see them, it's not like there's any cure. I've read that you just can get maybe like a lip cream or something. Creams available that you can just apply to maybe, you know, ease the pain or something like that. I don't have any pain, so I really don't even want anything, any pain reliever for this, except there's something that can be done to stop the spread, and then I'll be happy to do that. And I've also seen that you can have like lip tattoos, just cover your lips with something, a tattoo or something like that. All of that, they're not really my cup of tea for now. I just want to deliver a safe baby, complete my PhD, get into the workforce in this country, make some fat money, and just enjoy my life. That's all I'm about for now. I would, revisit the vitiligo issue later on when there's enough time on my hands. For now, we're just focusing on life and, how to navigate the situations that we find ourselves as immigrants in this country. And speaking about immigrants, I know that this channel was created to ensure that immigrants are finding life in this country easy. And I've not forgotten that that's one of the sole reasons why started off the channel in the first place. And I know that a couple of rules have come through in the last 12 months that have been crazy, crazy. I'm following up. I know I've seen them. I see how they're affecting our people. I know there are a lot of channels out there providing this information every now and then. The question is whether there are people who are actually providing solutions. I hope to visit some of these rules one after the other in some future video where I can also share my own opinion and things I think, especially from a lawyer standpoint of view, and just share what I think you can do to make adjusting to these rules easier. I know, for example, most people in the UK, after they study, they are relying on getting a COS within the health and care, because that's the most popular sector where you can get a COS. And right now it's seeming like once you even get a COS, it's difficult to put your dependents on the COS, and all. There's so many rules. By watching this video, you probably are part of the you're part of the immigrants in the UK, and you probably already understand this whole situation. I'll come in a separate video where I'll explain some of the ways I think you can figure a way out to still settle in the UK. We've paid a lot of money to come study in the UK. I know I granted a BBC interview sometimes where I was saying that the amount of money we bring into the country as immigrants, especially student immigrants, is unimaginable. You can't begin to think of, you cannot even begin to fathom. I, for one, has paid over £40,000 to the UK government for my PhD. So sometimes when I see these rules, I'm just like, oh wow. So we'll pay all these funds. No, we don't. Even if we're not going to settle back, at least you want to know that I've gotten the value for what I got this for. Can I pick up some experiences also if I even have to leave for my country or leave for anywhere else? Let me pick up experience. Not that you just come, then after we finish paying the fees, then you just yank us off like that with a new rule, or just destabilize us like that. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. Again, I'll make a separate video and I will highlight some things I think students can do, especially people who still have a bit of time on their hands. I say to people, don't be afraid to use your post-study. I know it's a lot of money and it feels like, why will I finish paying fees and then pay another amount of money for post-study? Don't be afraid to use your post-study if that will buy you more time to be able to strategize, to know what you want to do. We all know that the end goal is settlement sometimes, and yeah, if that's what it is for you, then you have to figure out every way possible to be legally in this country, to be able to adjust and permutate things for yourself, to be able to get what you want in the end. So yes, if you have to use your post-study to get more years or to get more months on your visa, it's better to do that than to give up and just go back to wherever you're coming from and rejected or whatnot. I'm saying this from a point of view of somebody who actually came to do a master's in the UK and left and went back to Nigeria. Best believe that might be the wrongest move ever. If you're living here for another country, that's fine. That's totally fine. Because I have a couple of people who have left the UK, people that I did their visas, who came into the UK and have now left to Canada or the US, or even some countries in Europe. If you are doing that, that's absolutely fine, because that's also progression in itself. But please do not try to leave the UK because you feel frustrated and you just feel like, oh, that's it, let me just go back home. That might be the wrongest move ever, except you know that there are solid plans, and by solid I mean solid plans waiting for you back home. Then yes, maybe you can consider that. But please, if you're not sure of what is waiting for you back home, it's better for you to stay back in the UK on post-study and then begin to re-strategize things, reanalyze on what you can do to get better, to get more skills, to get on the workforce and all of that, rather than going back to Nigeria. Take this from somebody who left. I did come for my master's in 2015 and I left in 2016. It didn't take me 1 year to know that, I mean, 1 year back home to know that I needed to find my way back to the country or anywhere else other than Nigeria. It was tougher than when I left it in 2015. And that's usually the, story for most people. So yes, consider that and be sure of what you're doing before you get yourself out of here, especially if you still have the option of your post-study. Except again, you have, like I said, if you have bigger and better plans back home, that's okay. Because at the end of the day, some people still need to go back home and sort the country out for us, because I mean at this moment it's not looking good back home. Yeah, but that's all that it is about my life at the moment. PhD is going well. Like I said, I'm in third year now, and I'm currently pregnant, and my baby arrives in a few more weeks. I have just recently realized I seem like I have vitiligo. I hope to, share a bit of my journey on how I'm also keeping myself confident in my own skin, because let's just face it, people literally lose their confidence when they begin to have like skin situations that kind of makes them feel different, especially when they go out and people is asking you a lot of questions, and can be very stressful. Yeah, that is happening with me, but honestly I'm in a my best peace of mind when it comes to that. I'm not even bothered about it. I'm just living my life, my best life. That's just what's been happening with us, with me since the last couple of months. I do hope to come more frequently, drop some more frequent videos, drop some updates, especially on this baby. The next video you'll be seeing of me after this update will probably be videos of a bit of sneak peek on my pregnancy journey. So thank you again for watching this video. I do hope that you find it interesting. I hope that you are happy to see my face again, especially my old subscribers. And I know that a lot of people have been sending me messages on IG again. I want to thank you so much for being so considerate of me. Shout out to you, every single person. Those people who have been reaching out to me, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And everyone who has just been sending messages, wanting to know what's happening with me. What are you? Where are you? What are you up to? I'm very fine. PhD has been PhDing me. Pregnancy has been pregnancy me. Life has been lifing. But I'm very good. And I'm just grateful to God for, blessings that is surrounding me. I do appreciate you for coming on to watch. If you are watching for the very first time, thank you so much for clicking on the video again. Please consider subscribing. If you have any questions, if you are concerned about anything, or if you've watched any of my previous videos and you have any clarification you want to make, you can drop it under this comment section. I'm going to make sure I answer every single person in this comment section. And if you're coming from IG, because I've probably linked this video from IG, and you are coming to see what's happening, you're welcome. Please consider subscribing before you leave the channel. And if there are any information, any video request, whatever you want to hear from me, or you've been burning to ask me, please don't forget to drop them in the comment section, and I'll definitely get to them. Until I come again next time, remain blessed and God bless you. Bye.